Welcome back to the channel, Mr. Super Oz. I'm Oz, like I say every week. And while they last, I have limited quantities of Everlasting Survivors all day long available at Etsy.com. There will be a link to the Etsy store in the description. There are two covers. Cover A by Jeff Hicks, Cover B by Nick Crook. And as I have been telling you, everybody who tunes in, the comic will return to Indiegogo for a second campaign. We will have not just the book, but we will have stickers for everybody who backs the campaign. There will be two brand new covers. There will be a new cover by Jeff Hicks. This is his second printing cover. And this is the 11 by 17 poster version thereof. This is the new artist, Febri Ferdinand's cover. This is the B cover for Everlasting Survivors Volume 1, all day long. As I said, it will be returning to Indiegogo. We're also going to have shirts and hats and multiple types of merchandise to go along with the wonderful reading material. These covers will never be printed again. So if you want a first printing of Everlasting Survivors all day long, you will have to go to Etsy.com, $20. So this week on Mr. Super Oz, I have, yes, the return of Josiah, who has been here for almost all the wrestling content. And if you haven't guessed, it's WrestleMania season. And the return of my friend from the Army, Gerald Thomas, who we just recently talked wrestling earlier in the week with a bonus video. So I want everybody to welcome layouts, G and Josiah for this WrestleMania shot. So for anybody who's watched Triple Shot, it's what we think's going to happen, it's what we want to happen, and a wild card. This week we are going to start with G. G, what do you want to see happen at the Showcase of the Immortals, at the granddaddy of them all, at the show of shows, at WrestleMania? What do you want to see, brother?
What I want to see, as far as women's match goes, I want to see Bianca Belair dethrone Becky Lynch. That's what I want to see because, hey, that's the way to get her revenge after she got screwed the way she did at SummerSlam. I also want to see. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I said there's nothing wrong with that. I'm totally for that booking. It's that's a piece of one of the things I'm going to pitch and what I want to see happen.
Mm-hmm. And two, I want to see Charlotte retain against Ronda Rousey.
Okay. Talk more about that when we get to what you want, because what we do is what you think, what you want, and a wild card. So, Josiah, what do you think is going to happen at WrestleMania?
I'm pretty much 100% confident that Roman Reigns is going to win. It's the only thing that makes sense. If Brock wins, that'll be the dumbest decision they made since, well, the last dumb decision they made. But yeah, it's the only thing that makes sense. They're literally going to merge two championships to make a new one anyway. So literally, it'll be a classic WWE situation of everything will change and then nothing will change.
Yeah. Right. Well, I saw today that he's at 500. Roman is at 570 days because we're recording this on Friday night. So come Sunday when this goes live, he'll be at 572 days.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that Roman will most likely win both belts.
Yeah.
Because if nothing else, I think that USA Network wants him on Monday nights. And so by a merged championship, he can be on both shows.
Yeah, jump back and forth, do whatever you want. I mean, they basically do that now anyway with the would they make up the rule name this time? Is it wild card rule still? I can't keep up.
Nobody can keep up because they don't plan ahead.
Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. But yeah, that's what I think will happen. Pretty straightforward. I'm sure it'll take go over under probably 4 or 5 spears to beat Brock, and then they'll call it a day. We'll see probably like 3 F5s.
What do you think, G? You think that you think he's right? You think Roman's going over?
I agree. I mean, again, that would make a whole lot of sense because Roman is pretty much there full time. Let's throw that out there, full time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay? That would be the smartest thing to do. Why would you put 2 belts on a guy that's just gonna like show up just to get a check and then shoot.
This is 2013.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, no, this is 03. They still think Brock's in 03 mode.
Well, what I mean is when Brock beat Cena at SummerSlam, he got 2 belts.
Oh yeah,
that's
right.
That's why I was making the joke about that.
Oh man, yeah, that's a great. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But
back then it was great because it was stale as hell. Now it's just it's stale as hell still, but it just wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of WWE being hard to consume, what I think is going to happen is come Sunday night for night 2 of WrestleMania, it's going to be hard as hell for me to finish that show. Thinking this out, and I was like, "What do I think is going to happen?" I think it's going to be hard for you to make me want to stay for the main event because I know last year when the show ended with now Bryan Danielson and Edge taking on Roman Reigns, I didn't stay up and watch it. I had work the next morning, and I was like, "There's no way they're taking that strap off of Roman," so I'm just going to bed. And I think 2 years running, they're going to do so poorly at booking this show that I'm not going to stay up and watch it. And they're not going to care. That's the biggest problem is Peacock or NBC Universal or whatever it is paid them so much money that they don't care about the viewers. They only care about how much that any network or streaming service will pay them.
Yeah, because that's where the real money is now. Like, if everyone stopped watching WWE tomorrow, they'd probably still make $1 billion.
Right. So what do you guys think? Do you think that you're going to stay and watch 18 hours of both shows, or you're just going to pick and choose?
No, I'll definitely pick and choose. I'll probably see the Edge Styles match because I've always loved AJ Styles matches. I watched the Becky match. I watched the Knoxville match with Sammy. That honestly might be it. Like, those are the only matches I'm like, I might be interested in.
Gee, what do you got, Mr. Thomas?
I'll stay up on Saturday night to watch it because it's not a school night. Okay, I'm like you on Sundays. I got to get ready for work Monday. I got to get ready for work. And I don't want to stay up and be like disappointed and then be cranky as crap going to work the next morning saying, "Man, I could have saved 15 minutes on sleep by just turning off the TV." Just saying.
Yep.
Hey, yeah. I feel you. All right, G, tell us what you want to see happen at WrestleMania weekend.
I'm with Josiah. Like I said, I agree. I do want to see Roman retain again. I mean, Roman get both belts. I do want to see that again. It's the most logical thing. It makes sense. It makes sense from a business standpoint. It makes sense from a wrestling standpoint, not a superstar standpoint.
Exactly.
Sorry, I can't stand that word superstar. Just be
isn't it?
Wrestling. I can't stand that term. Excuse me.
Well, shoot. I mean, half the card isn't even like pro wrestlers. Knoxville, Pat McAfee,
Logan Paul.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that fucker. Yeah, my bad.
Who again?
Logan Paul. He's a YouTuber.
Oh God. Oh man, yeah. You know what?
I forgot about that guy. I forgot that match.
Oh my God.
The sad part is I totally think Miz and Paul are probably going to win too.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like they don't have enough respect for Rey Mysterio to not do that.
Help, the Mysterios go over. Maybe we can get a Telemundo star to help the Mysterios go over.
Yeah, like Mark Gentrax.
What's that?
Dude,
like Mark Gentrax.
Oh yeah, I'm totally down for that. Mark Gentrax. Yes.
Hey, you know what? I watch a lot of Brazilian and Portuguese films on Netflix, and I don't even know who half those things are. Or I'm just saying, if Veer Mahan don't show up, I'm just saying. I mean, we get us a Bollywood star, somebody random we never heard of.
Yeah, he's right. He show up Monday night, April the 4th.
Yeah.
Arrival day.
I believe when I see.
Officially has Veer been coming? Like, has it been like 5 months?
Since November.
Oh my gosh.
God.
I think he beat Emelina.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he outdid Brodus Clay and Emelina.
Oh, that is.
I think that was the intent. Once it became a joke, they were like, "All right, well, let's just play into the joke.
Man, this man missed Christmas, New Year's, and Thanksgiving. Good God.
Yep. Oh man. Oh, that
He missed
poor guy.
President's Day too.
On the upside, at least he was getting paid the whole time.
Exactly. Well, and he's been working main event, so anybody who that show has seen him.
Okay.
So nobody.
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
The audience in attendance. I apologize.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Josiah, talk about what you want to see happen at WrestleMania.
What I want to see happen, I want to see something insane happen in that Knoxville Zane anything goes match, which they can't, I'm assuming for legal reasons, call a jackass match. But
right, yeah.
But I want something jackass-esque to happen in this match. So I was thinking about it, and we were talking beforehand, and I think I actually figured out what I want to see happen. I want to see one of them get gored, whoever's losing, just gored by a bull. I just feel like that's the most jackass thing that could possibly happen.
Well, it's a very Texas thing to happen too.
Exactly. But
so
yeah,
when I heard your pitch off air, I totally thought Stadium Stampede.
Oh yeah.
And so I could totally see him doing cart gimmicks and climbing stuff and getting hit with something and taking bumps. But yeah, Stadium Stampede is what I was thinking. And when I thought Stadium Stampede, I don't like to think of myself as an AEW exclusive fan. I want to be a WWE fan, but
they just make it really hard.
But yeah, exactly, they make it hard. But Stadium Stampede, I was like, man, if only we could have had all of the cast of Jackass versus multiple men. That way you could pre-shoot it just like they do Stadium Stampede.
Yeah, and you had a cinematic match.
Easy. A cinematic match, exactly. You can protect all the non-wrestlers. You can do bumps that you can stage pre-planned. But yeah, as soon as I heard your bull pitch, I was like, A, I love it, and B, I was like, man, if we could just have more guys taking crazy spots and protecting them while doing so.
Exactly. Yeah, because I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
Yeah.
I can't think of a safe way to get gored by a bull.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean I don't want to see it.
No. Know what? To piggyback on what you said about like pre-tape matches, I just thought about the Boneyard match that we saw 2 years ago.
Yep.
Now that right there showed that at the time they cared a lot about the business, the image, especially with it being Undertaker's last official match. They really cared to put a lot of thought into it. Because after that Boneyard match, granted, we were in a pandemic, quarantine, or whatever, and it was in a performance center. Still, that second night, I just didn't too much care. Even when they tried to do that Firefly Funhouse match or wherever the crap that was, I'm like, nah, this still not touching the Boneyard match because I don't know what that Firefly crap was about. But it did look pretty sweet seeing John Cena in the NWO shirt at the time.
Yeah, I was about to say, I like that.
I was going to say, the
good stuff in that match
is the Boneyard was very physical and the Firefly Funhouse was very psychological.
Very, very, very nasty.
And so they came at the story from two different perspectives. But yeah, I think that they're missing a big opportunity to come at this match in a special way and give it its
flavor
presentation.
Yeah, especially on this card that's going to be probably, just from the looks of it right now, pretty straightforward.
Right.
Run of the mill numbers. This could have easily been a Backlash pay-per-view.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh my God.
All right. So since we've heard what G wants and we've heard what Josiah wants, I got to tell
us.
What's that?
What do you want us? I need to know.
I got to tell you what I want. It's a little bit of what G wants and it's a little bit of what you want, but it's taking it up a notch. On Saturday night, the night we're all going to watch 100%, I want it to open up. I want the show to open with, whoa, Becky Lynch coming out to defend her Raw Women's Championship against Bianca Belair. I want this to be spec-freaking-tacular, and I want Bianca Belair, after, let's say, 20 minutes, to get the 1, the 2, and the 3. But more importantly than that, at the halfway point of this show, we're going to have, I don't know, not Renee Young or not Kayla Braxton or Charlie Caruso, whoever's not working at the company right now, to interview Bianca Belair in the back. And I want them to talk to her about this great accomplishment, how she main evented WrestleMania last year with Sasha Banks and how she defeated the man, big time Becky Lynch. But before Bianca can speak, I want Charlotte to walk up and go, woo, I'm the SmackDown Women's Champion, blah, 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 whatever. But before Bianca can rebuttal, Ronda walks up and she's Ronda and not talking very good. But then Bianca Belair stops them both, takes the mic from whichever robot interviewer is there and says, not only did I main event WrestleMania last year, not only did I defeat Becky Lynch in the opening match tonight, I challenge both of you. Winner takes all. Raw Women's Champion. Ronda, I'll take you out too. Charlotte, put your title on the line. At the end of this night, there will only be one WWE Women's World Champion. And I want Ronda, because she's face, to accept. And I want Charlotte, who is arrogant, I want her to accept. And at the end of the night, I want Bianca Belair not holding the Raw Women's Championship, not holding the SmackDown Women's Championship, but holding the newly introduced WWE Women's World Championship. Now, if you have to wait to introduce till the next night, that's okay. Yeah. But regardless, the point is, I want you to cement in one night, no doubt about it, Bianca Belair. She's young. She's wait. I screwed it up. She's the strongest. She's the fastest. She's the smartest. She's the roughest. She's the toughest. And at the end of the night, I want there to be no doubt about it that Bianca Belair is who is the WWE Women's centerpiece.
Yeah,
so I'm with it. I'm with it. I
really like it. I'm a diehard Bianca fan, so yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely, I'm in 100% there for it.
Awesome. I'm with you right there, Josiah. And like I said, she's probably like the only reason why I tune in to watch Monday Night Raw. Exactly. No offense to Montez Ford, I'm just saying, but I'm just saying. Ted. I know Tez. I like Tez. He's my dude too, but I'm like.
I like Montez, but I'm partial to Angelo Dawkins because he's from Cincinnati. I've been to Cincinnati. Cincinnati was the inspiration, not the city, but the fact that my favorite wrestler growing up, Lion Brian Pillman, came from Cincinnati. It's what told me. It's when I heard it on the television, I said, I've been there. I know that place. I can do this. Thank you, Brian Pillman. Thank you, Cincinnati. So I gotta back Angelo Dawkins.
Gotta back Angelo. That's fair. You know what? Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So basically, we like Team Street Profits. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. All Street Profits all day.
Yeah. No doubt.
We are now at the fun, the crazy. I mean, not that we haven't already been having fun and going crazy, but G, tell us what your wild card pick for WrestleMania weekend is.
My wild card pick. What if they throw a little wrench in there with the main event with Brock and Roman? What instead of being those two on Sunday? What instead of being those two, they at the last minute turn it into a triple threat match? What if they bring it? What they turn into a triple threat match?
Okay.
What if the rumors are true, which has been confirmed, is somehow Cody inserts himself in that main event somehow? If not Cody, what if we get a returning Bobby Lashley and he just throws one big wrench into there? What if? I mean, hey, WWE has been known to throw in like last minute things. You saw what they did with that Fatal 4-Way when it turned to a 5-way. You saw what they did at WrestleMania 17 years ago between The Rock and Austin when they made it a no DQ match. You're like, where'd that come from? So that's what my wild card is. I want it to be triple threat.
Okay. I ain't against it. I love me some Cody Rhodes as I just showed off, the American Nightmare. He's a top guy up in House of Oz.
Exactly.
Well,
I also agree. I also love Bobby Lashley, man. I think Bobby Lashley's been underappreciated, especially these last.
You guys heard the Bobby Lashley rumor?
What, that he's fine now? That his neck's good?
Wrestle Omos at WrestleMania.
What?
Yeah, what? The rumor is that Bobby Lashley's going to face Omos at WrestleMania.
Well,
let me clean my glasses off.
Why do they put themselves in that situation?
What?
Either one of them can lose that match.
Well, you know what the smarter call is? And this actually piggybacks off G's pitch. The smarter call would be for Seth Rollins to make an open challenge and Bobby to come out and destroy him because he's the reason he lost the world title at Eliminated Champion storyline, right? Because Rollins buckle bombed Theory through his pod and got Bobby kicked out, or not kicked out, but medically
injured, hurt, concussion, whatever they called it.
So, like I said, that pitch would work perfect with G's idea for Cody.
Yeah.
My only hesitation, but don't get me wrong, if done right, can be awesome. But my only hesitation is if you put Cody in the match, he almost has to win, in my mind at least.
No, he definitely has to win.
What's that?
No, he definitely has to win.
Right. And if Cody on night one in WWE, the American Nightmare, wins the merged, unified, whatever you call it, championship, I don't think there's any way in the world he will not get booed because it seems like he's getting favoritism. But maybe that's their intent because Vince always wanted Roman to be the top babyface. So what better way to make Roman the babyface than to have an outsider be the heel? If you treat Cody as the American Nightmare, as the former EVP of All Elite Wrestling, don't say it. Obviously, Vince wouldn't have that. But what if that's the end game? Like Vince always wanted Roman to be the top babyface. What if putting the belt on Cody gets Cody booed because it's like you didn't come here to earn it, and then Roman gets cheered because I've been here the whole time, 500 and blah 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 number of days, maybe 6 something by that point. Man, wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah. I follow. The one problem with that is there's a real high chance that'll backfire, especially with a WrestleMania crowd.
Oh, good point.
Yeah. Like if it was any normal crowd, that might work, but Mania crowd, they're more hardcore fans than not. They're 100% going to cheer Cody. They're definitely getting some AEW chance, and an AEW chance shutting out WrestleMania. Woo, Vince will be pissed.
He probably struck out backstage, and then who knows? But WrestleMania crowd will really let you know how they feel. Remember WrestleMania 20, first time Lesnar and Goldberg went one-on-one.
Man, they booed them out the building.
When we were in Iraq and we got the free Armed Forces Network broadcast of WrestleMania, I remember the crowd chanting "F.U. Cena" in Chicago.
Yes, they did. Even when he tried to do the Fast and Furious gimmick, which, my God, that was foreshadowing for a decade. I'm sorry,
real foreshadowing.
Sorry, that was a decade later. Like, really? Like, you couldn't have.
Hey, he was always the little brother. He was always the little brother. We just didn't know it until years
who would have
later.
guessed? You
forgot about me, Dom. You forgot about me, Dom. That's why I hate you. Like, really? You're a grown man.
All right, Josiah, what's your wild card pick for WrestleMania weekend?
So my wild card is also Cody centric. Not as extreme though.
It's funny, mine is too. So we're all Cody wild and carded up.
Yeah, that's the only interesting thing that can happen at this Mania, if we're being honest, is Cody. But yeah, my night one. So here's my vision for it. I'm envisioning KO show. Austin's out there. Seth Rollins, desperate to get on the card, interrupts, runs in, and him and Owens beating down Stone Cold. Tear his shirt off because apparently he's in great shape right now. And just beating the life out of this. What is he, 56 now? 60 something?
57.
57? Man, he's looking great for a 57-year-old man. But anyway, so who's coming down? Who's going to make the save? Whoa! You'll be smoking mirrors. I'm assuming that's the song they're going to use. And then Cody runs down. Crowd loses their mind. Big baby face. Show up moment from Cody. He decks Rollins. He decks Owens. Stone Cold. Stomping a mud hole into Owens. Cody Rhodes doing the same thing in the other corner to Seth Rollins. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Austin, stunner to Owens. Cody, crossroads. Crossroads to Seth Rollins. And then Cody gets on the mic and says, tomorrow night, me versus Seth Rollins. And wherever they're going to put it on the card, probably open the show, in my opinion. And then we get Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes. Obviously, Cody goes over because he should, which, of course, using WWE logic would mean Steph's going to beat him in
1 second.
5 seconds. But
1 second. You had me so close. So they've never officially said that Austin and Owens is a match, right? It's only a talking.
Yep. Spot on.
And Rollins wants a match. What if it's a tag match?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
What if it's a tag? Oh, so I'm piggybacking off your pitch because I love it. So my wild card is Josiah's wild card. When I say that, I mean, yes, I love everything about that. There's one thing I would change. So, yes, you do, smoke and mirrors Saturday night, but Sunday night, you have wrestling has more than one royal family and give him complete AEW treatment. The stage rises up. He's there. The light's shining on him, everything. But most importantly, and here is the most, and the Steve Austin endorses Cody Rhodes at the end of the night. Not the end of the night, the end of the match. Raises his hand, and everybody's like, this is our savior. Like, I love it. Freaking love it.
Honestly, I'm not even mad. I like that better than my pitch. I was just going to have Cody box standard singles match with Rollins. I mean, it would be great because it's Cody and Rollins.
Right.
But honestly, a tag match would be even better.
It's a way to protect Austin and to have him endorse Cody. Because, like you said, he saves him on Saturday night. And the thing is that if they don't open the show with that Sunday night, they might actually keep me tuned in to see when it goes on. Obviously, it won't go on last, but the longer
go on in my main though, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, exactly. The longer you make me wait for that, the more likely I am to actually stay tuned in and then go to bed after and catch the Brock Roman match whenever.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, because I mean, to be fair, the Brock Roman match is only going to be like. I'll be shocked if it goes more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm leaning toward like 7.5.
Yeah.
I am too. Right when it was like time to cut the cameras off. Well, this is our last match. Hopefully they don't do what they did at SummerSlam 2016, where they just abruptly ended that match between Lesnar and Orton. Just threw them in there, first time facing each other, where everybody clearly knows that they took each other on in OVW back in the day.
Nobody remembers that. What you mean? Nah, that didn't happen on WWE television. That never happened.
Yeah, you're right. It didn't happen, but hardcore wrestling fans like ourselves knew that this happened the same way that we knew AJ and Daniel Bryanson happened in Ring of Honor. Sorry to get off subject, but I'm just saying.
We get it. It's no different than AJ and Nakamura going on at Wrestle Kingdom before they went on at WrestleMania.
In a lot better match. That had a better story.
Yeah,
it amazes me that New Japan tells better stories without having like long ass promo segments or backstage attacks. It's all in ring storytelling.
Yep,
exactly. And win, lose, or draw, the crowds over there they love the competitors because they love to be entertained. Exactly. And like you guys said, storytelling.
When you treat wrestling as though it's a sport, people treat what they're viewing like it matters. Oh my goodness, that's so hard.
Exactly.
But when it's Days of Our Lives, when it's General Hospital, when it's whatever, you're
soap opera here.
Your evil twins there the next,
Oh God.
Oh God, yeah.
Then it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to take it seriously.
Exactly.
You're right. You're
not
right
saying
about
it never works because sometimes it does, but
I loved Kane and Undertaker when I was a kid. I thought Kane and Undertaker were great because it's over the top and it's crazy, but
it's wacky.
They were not every story was that story. Like it was an anomaly.
Yeah, it stood out because of its individuality in that situation. But yeah. It's good adjustment to my pick because honestly, your ending is a lot better than my ending. So,
thank you.
Excellent.
Well, and you can also go with the idea that Dusty put him and him pronouns, pal. Dusty put Austin and Pillman together, which was some of his most fun times. Yeah. Dusty's from Texas, Austin's from Texas. Like, there's so many reasons why Stone Cold Steve Austin will endorse the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I'm totally for it. Guys, this was so much freaking fun. Obviously, Josiah, you've been here plenty. G, you've been here before. I welcome here anytime. Every time we're talking about wrestling, comics, anything, anytime you want to be on, let me know. I believe Brandon will be back next week for another retro movie review. Cool. And coming in the future, I don't know who's going to be on the episode, but we're going to start a channel regular, just like this triple shot for wrestling. We're going to do triple shots for Marvel, for DC, Marvel TV, DC TV. We're also going to start a thing that I'm calling Comic Do's and Don'ts. So me and the guest, or me and the friend, whatever, we're going to have either a thing that we think was done well or a thing that we think was done poorly, and it'll be the do or the don't. Then we'll discuss that topic. So I want to thank all the subscribers for watching. Be sure to like the video, share it with your friends. Tell people if you have the comic, tell your friends about it. There's always a link to the store in the description. Josiah, you got your copy.
Yeah, I do.
I know that it's on your bucket list, right? Oh, look at that, it's so pretty. That's the cover A. But yeah, so guys, it's been great. I love having you.
Always good to be on, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, we'll do it again, and everybody come back next week. Come back next time. Like I said, go to the store, look out for the Indiegogo. I'll tell you when it's up. Can't wait to have the hats. Can't wait to have the shirts. But it's been great. It's been fun. See you next time.
See you.
Holla.